Hello everyone, my name is Igor. I work reading cards, and my idea here is to teach you how to read cards with confidence. And maybe, I don't know, work with it too. Uh, well, today I want to show you how to answer a classic question that we often hear. What is reading cards? What is tarot or tarot? Uh, if you don't know yet, keep here with me, stay here with me, and I'll be explaining step by step. Uh, you will be able to answer this question for everyone who asks whether they express interest but don't understand, or to those who may see reading cards as how can I say a weird purpose, as I think that they uh, don't really know. I think that they are scared of, or things like that. Welcome. I want to assist you to have this confidence, to be confident, and be able to answer it, have the answer at the tip of your tongue. Uh, this will not only help you, but also will help those who might want to consult with you, or someone who want to know the practices, and want to know what reading cards, what tarot really is. So let's dive into this topic. Um, Actually, as I work with it, I'm always into it. I pass all my day with reading cards, with tarot, with many kinds of tarot. I have a Marcella one in here, but you guys will have like gypsy ones and other kinds like weights and things like that. Um, if you're not familiar to the type of cards, I'll be able to show you some of them in the future, in future videos. So, I invite you to follow my channel and stay updated. I'll be trying to have like weekly videos, from beginners to advanced ones, and try to show a little bit on how to read cards, how to use it, to know if you're in the right path, and things like that. Well, as we start on answering what reading cards, what tarot really is, it's important. It's important to acknowledge that who engage with tarot regularly often live in a bubble. In our minds, everyone knows and understands what reading cards, what tarot really is. But the truth is that many people outside of our circle have no idea. Some may know, some may not even know how to read or pronounce the word tarot. Uh, Tarot. Uh, it's essential to remember that there are many individuals out there who are unfamiliar with this world. With this world, uh, I appreciate our community for bringing these insights to me, and today I'll be able to help you guys. See, uh, it's because it's something we often don't question ourselves, simply because we're so accustomed to our team uh, that sometimes we forget to answer such questions. Um, and this video, uh, I'll try to bring insightful suggestions about on how to talk about that. Sometimes there are noises in our heads wondering how to respond. Will the person ask for more questions? Do they have concerns about religion? Are they unsure if I do good or harm with reading cards, with tarot? First things first, don't panic. Um, know what tarot is, know what you are doing, and you'll be able to convey it to others in a powerful way, eliminating any doubts about reading cards. So let's start with the basics. Uh, do you know what tarot is? It's a card game, a set of cards. So when someone asked a friend of mine, "What do you do?" and he or she replied, "I'm a card reader. I read cards. I read tarot." This person made a face. It was, you know, there, and the person had this expression like maybe expecting something more traditional, like a doctor or an architect or a lawyer. So he responded, uh, saying that he is a card reader. He plays cards. He reads cards. He reads tarot. It was evident from the expression on that person's face that he didn't know what this friend of mine was saying, because he had never heard about reading cards as a profession. Declaring oneself as a card reader or not knowing what that was probably caught him or her off guard. Then he explained that everyone has heard of reading cards, of cartomancy. So tarot is a card game, not a common deck used to play solitary, for example, or to play poker, or Texas Hold'em, blackjack, and things like that. It's a different one. Uh, it's a specific type of cards, a specific type of deck. You buy a regular deck for common card games. Uh, Now you can also play tarot as a recreational game. They do it in France. It's quite common actually, even today. If you play tarot as a game, it's like playing a casual cardboard game. They do it in pubs, in bars, in France. And you can even win some money actually there, like a a board card game being worth some extra cash. Tarot is a card game. People may not know the difference, but for example, rooms are small stones or pieces of wood, depending on the context. Uh, Astrology involves reading the sky. Uh, they use charts for that. Um, know as famous maps and things like that. Um, an astrologer reads the draw of the sky. which ancient astronomers used to do before creating shards. So if they read the charts, they read the sky, someone who plays cards reads these cards. If they play tarot, they're also card readers because it involves a system of cards, a system on how to read cards and like skills and technique, you know? There are different terms for that, like tarologists, because it's similar to biologists, you know, like the studying of, in the case of biologists, the study of life. For tarologists, the study of tarot. For card reading, you know, do you get it? All right. So the tarologist studies tarot. Some speakers prefer this term as it's already established among people who read and play these cards. You could also say cartomancer because it's related to the to the mancy, which means the stud of, the reading of, the divination of that. So a person who read cards does it with the aim of making predictions. They are cartomancers. They are card readers. And someone who does tarot is also a cartomancer, a card reader, because it involves a system of cards. Returning to tarot, it's nothing more or less than a card game. Different from a regular deck of cards, and also distinct from gypsy decks actually. So, what is tarot? Let's go with the basics. It's this card game. You can read these cards, even regular playing cards like the ones you use for blackjack or for Texas Hold'em. You can read them to make predictions, similar to using the tarot decks for divinations or future insights. To read the cards, I think it's a good idea for us to start with that. Before we talk about it, let me tell you that tarot is first and foremost this game, this deck, the system that it consists of 78 cards, and it's common for people who ask with like which tarot deck do you use, whether it's a Marseille, Fairy, Stone Tarot, Gypsy, Wave, Tough. There's like lots and lots of those. They are like different dressed. They have many colors, models, size. Tarot is like having a dress that can, a suit, a dress that can vary in illustrations, publishers, size, colors. There are different ways to spell this, like tarot, tarot, tarot. It will depend on your language. And it has this silent V at the end on some languages. As it resonates better, Uh, I prefer tarot. Tarot. Uh, but I think it resonates better because of the Wheel of Fortune. That's one of the cards on it. But that's a topic for another day. Now, there are like famous decks, famous systems in this decks. Just like you have like famous brands like Chanel, Gucci, and things like that, you have Marseille Tarot, Smithwaite, Rider Waite. Uh, there are some of the most used and beautiful decks out there. Many people opt for these decks because they are more accessible and have a wealth of information readily available. The speaker received uh, a tarot deck as a gift, and although they don't know the author, uh, they appreciate the wonderful illustrations. When it comes to studying, I don't recommend you to go that way. I recommend you to start with a more famous one, like this Marseille one, Marsilia one. It's pretty famous. But yeah, you have like many others, like here. Um, and why would I recommend that? Because you have an extensive study out there and information about these decks. Uh, it's more readily available, you know. Uh, you'll be able even to have links and video descriptions to here in YouTube or in my channel from now on, discussing which tarot deck is better, is the best, works better. But again, that's a topic for another video. Um, in the vast universe of card reading, there are famous or less famous, uh, as well as limited editions that may have like 100 copies, making them rare and collectible. Um, it's suggested not to delve too deep into collecting editions initially, but focus on the classic ones, such as Marcella, as I showed you. As I mentioned, uh, you have like a first questions for the people who arrives and ask you, what are you doing? What are these things? What is this? Tarot. A card game? No, cool. But if we answer that to people like this is tarot, it's a card game, it's cool. Uh, and we just say it's a card game, you see people will either be frustrated or very intrigued, and then you will encounter two types of people. You will find the type of people who says, "Oh, I love it, I adore it. Read for me." They don't know what it is. They don't even know which button to press. They may have even seen it or on the internet or somewhere, or someone told them about it, but they're open to the idea. So they say, I love it, I adore it, I'm in, I want it. So you will encounter this type of person. And a second type of person whom you you see saying, uh, you say tarot is a card game, and people will make a face like, this is weird. So you will also find these people who gets puzzled, who doesn't know if it's cool, if it's nice. Um, they don't know if they should pull from their references. They might say, I don't know if it's that cool, I'm scared, uh, I'm afraid of these things. I don't like to play it because I'm afraid of what might come out. So there is this type of reaction. The I'm puzzled. I, I don't know what to say. I don't know what I should be doing. Thank you. Um, if I should say something nice, like, I don't know. There's another type that's more like the type Googled type, the one we need to have more patience with, because this person might say, I'm curious, uh, I want to know more, or they might get defensive and not know how to handle it. Depending on the person, they might resist or be open to listening, uh, truly making themselves available to understand what it is. So you have to be very clear that when you tell people that tarot is a card game to read, you will encounter these reactions. Those who say they love it, even without knowing, people who really know, and those who say they don't know what it is, they've heard of it, maybe had an aunt who played these things, and then we will understand this process of the person who won't know how to handle your response. And it's for this person that it serves. So we move on to the second step. But if tarot reading cards is a card game, you will also explain a little about this word, uh, what this word represents. If you're still in doubt, stay tuned because I'll stay here too. um, and it's because tarot doesn't elicit the same reaction as other things like cards, dice, or in other ways. Uh, it's because tarot is known to be an esoteric art, and tarot is known or spoken of as a divinatory art, which means it's an art of fortune telling. So you're going to do fortune telling with reading cards called tarot. You clarify why we don't define with other things. Actually, I'll clarify. Uh, we can divine with dices, with seashells, We can divine with crystals. We can divine with so many things, other things. With coffee, we can use like the coffee grounds after you drink it. We can divine with tea leaves, with runes. In other words, divination does not depend exclusively on reading cards. It depends. Uh, it, it happens with so many other elements. That's why uh, someone that reads cards, tarot is a tarologist, a tarot reader, a card reader, a cartomancer. Uh, because it's not just divination, there's a system, there's learning, there's a study. Uh, so what is tarot? What is card reading? It's a game and an instrument of divination. So does it does it mean you can see the future? Does it mean you can predict things and know everything? Well, in no civilizations they developed some form of divination, providing that uh, divine is guessing. Think about it. Today, you have some doubts in your life, probably. You have questions or issues that leave you uncertain, without answers, in doubt, unsure. So, all cultures developed a way to give a helping hand in this. People needed guidance. They needed a path and a destiny, like a destiny to go. In ancient times, just as today, uh, we continue to need guidance in life. However, modern humans have various references that ancient people didn't have. For example, uh, you know when the next winter will be. Why? Because we have a calendar. You know what the temperature will be tomorrow. Why? Because we have weather forecasting channels and apps. You know how to get from here to a mall near you or far. Why? Because you have a GPS system. GPS locates. You know how far it will be. You know the size of our planet. You know it's round. Uh, some people may say that it's not round. Uh, but you know that the Earth's mapped. So it's either round or flattened, but uh, that's okay. We know it's wrong. So we understand that the Earth has known places. Some places may not have people, but we know all possible places within the planet Earth. It's well understood. Uh, if something is bothering you in your health, you go to a doctor. The doctor will conduct various tests, imagining tests, blood tests. He will diagnose without needing of divine. So, if something is bothering you in your health, you go to the doctor. uh, the doctor won't need to divine. The doctor will won't open you up uh, to see what's inside of you. He will use image exams, blood exams. He will have references of his studies. All right, so the mother man has a series of questions well answered. Well answered. Uh, the man from ancient times didn't have all of this. The man from ancient times had no such thing. And he had doubts. If we today, with all this information, still have doubts, imagine men from the ancient times. So, what is left for us? Well, Google answer all answers, uh, everything about my life. If I put my name there, it will tell me even what I'm wanted to forget. So yes, Google can tell you a lot, but it won't tell you if you should choose uh, the job A or the job B, if you should go to the beach or to the mountains on your vacations, or which one of those will bring you more joy. There are still questions without answers for individuals. Like, will she or he like me? Will we be happy together? Uh, Science can study DNA, chromosomes, but it won't tell you if he or she will call you on the weekends or will send you a message. It won't tell you if you're in his or her mind. The remaining question is, what if he doesn't respond, or she? Uh, it could be because someone else is messaging him or her. Oh my god, I don't know. It's not simple. Even with all the popular tools, there are things we can't know with all these tools. Will the trip be good? You can know the routes, you can know the way, you can know the airline, uh, you can choose to go first class, but upon arriving, you discover everything is wrong. You slipped into something and end up with scrapped knees the entire trip, or elbows. I don't know. You think you made a super nice guy or girl, but you end up with an annoying one. There are things you can't know, right? Divinations help a lot with these things. So, this path leads to happiness, right? You talk about your life mission. If it resonates with your essence, if it aligns with your destiny, what is your destiny? Destiny is what you input when the GPS asks where you're going. You say, I'm going to this street, to that square. That's your destination. Then the GPS starts calculating a route. It says you can reach your destination through this path, but there are alternative routes. Uh, Some may be faster, some may take longer. So, card reading, the tarot, in its divinatory vision, serves as humanity GPS. And you might ask, can't I choose for myself? Yes, you can reach a place without a GPS. You can ask for directions, you can walk, you can memorize the routes if you already know it. But there are places you don't know how to get to. With a GPS in hand, it eases your journey, saves time, saves money, and prevents you from taking wrong turns, avoiding traffic. So, the tarot is an instrument that facilitates your journey to your destination, whatever leads you to happiness. And nobody wants to go there. I want to go to a plaza such and such, uh, number such and such, because something I don't like is going to happen there, right? Even if it's something you don't feel like doing, something obligatory, correct? So if you don't want to go there, go straight direct. The same way, tarot is a card game and a card system. It's not a divinatory card game that predicts, that is a path for you to reach your destination. So it becomes easier for you. And that's it. That's exactly it. So we have a GPS here. These cards are a GPS. And by land, this will fall here. Tarot isn't an evil instrument. The argument that tarot is a religion will fall to the ground because religion does not aim to take you to any destination. Religion wants to take you to the divine. The destination of the religion is the divine. So it's not some destination you want. The goal of a religion is to take you to an specific destination. Uh, I think God of that specific religion. Well, then it connects you religiously. Uh, it will connect you where? Uh, like, what's the destinations in these religions, right? The destinations of those religions are God. And now, this destination we talk about in card reading are all all possible destinations, not just the religion one, not just God. No problem with religions at all. Uh, Actually, they are cool. Uh, if I choose this or that path in my life, if I choose this or that person to relate to, if I see if this job will bear fruit or not, or how to make this job bear fruits, and why isn't it bearing right now? So there are several destinations. Religion has one destination, the divine. And tarot, well, it will help you with your entirely human destination inclusively. And you ask me what's next, but I will tell my friend who asked, what do I do? I'm saying a lot. No, I can tell her or him only about the card games. And with these cards, I help people, right? Or I help myself. I can help you. However, you prefer to say it. I say it's a card game, uh, and with these cards, with reading these cards, I help people to find their way. You can say that, and maybe the following will stay with you, right? It's like how it works. Uh, where is a double A battery? A battery. What is spiritual religion? I've already told you it's not a religion. It has another goal. Uh, you have to have an specific religion to play tarot. No, you can play it whatever religion you have. Also, everyone can play tarot. Yeah, maybe you asked that. Uh, I'll tell you, everyone has a destination. Believe it or not, I have a destination. Uh, there are things that tomorrow will bring, and you continue on your journey, and then everyone has a destiny. No one's here without direction. If there are, it's because something is very seriously wrong. But everyone has at least something to do. So everyone has a destiny. Therefore, tarot is for everyone. And that includes even those who don't believe in it. Because even that person who doesn't believe also has a destiny, right? So actually, tarot is not necessarily for people to reach their destiny. How many people reach their destiny every day without needing of tarot for it, without needing of reading cards for it? So, what is the advantage of having these cards with knowing tarot to reach our destiny? I'll repeat it here. Uh, when people need to reach their destination, everyone needs to reach their destination, whether they like it or not. How many reach their destination without tarot? So, what's the advantage of reaching your destination with this card reading, with tarot? You will go faster, you will go better, you will have fewer chances of making mistakes, you reach it faster. So let's put it on our sentences or in our sentence for our friends who asked what card reading, what tarot is for us. Tarot is a system of cards. Tarot is a card game. You go for the card game. It's a card game that helps people get to their destination faster. Tarot is a card game that helps people unravel, to know, to anticipate their best path. Is it clear to you? Uh, it's clear to you up to now? Is this explanation making sense? Right? Uh, is this making sense to you? Uh, Now, I want to go to the last point about this because people will ask you how tarot works. People will ask uh, where the catch is. Some people will think it's an illusion if it's something of their head. Lots of things they will think. Now, the interesting is that there is for you to know is uh, to play tarot, you shuffle the cards and then draw or cut the cards to read them. Playing tarot is like a game where individuals, including the reader, are involved in handling these cards. During a reading, the client, let's say, may not know anything, and there are two roles: the people playing with the cards and the one who is also reading them. The process is not related to religion. It's not considered mediumship. Mediumship involves communicating between the living and the spirits. But in playing and reading tarot, the message comes from interpreting the cards, not from spirits. It's crucial to differentiate between these concepts. While the speaker mentions having a connection with an spirit, a specific gyps, it's more of a inspirational aspect rather than mediumship. It serves as a inspiration or guidance for this reader, but it's not the same as receiving messages from the dead, from the spirits. It's not mediumship. And there is a system, there's skills you can learn even though you don't believe in spirits at all. The main idea is that anyone can benefit from playing tarot. It's not limited to specific individuals. And the concept of destiny applies to everyone. The speakers, the speaker emphasizes that if there's a way to make reaching one's destiny easier, most people would be open to it. Overall, the discussion revolves around the idea that tarot can be a tool for self reflection and guidance, accessible to anyone. A person say the following: I want to go to the beach. She won't use a GPS to go there. She won't find the best roads. or determine the best way. And if the person wants to achieve a better relationship or improve their relationship with their child or boss, uh, what's the best route? You can't ask a GPS, you can't ask Google, but you can ask the cards. Uh, Tarot shows the best route. For example, you could say to your daughter, I wish you would listen more than talk when we have chats. But this is just suggestion. It's the reads to the following check. I would like you to just go for a walk and talk. So the cards predicts because it's a divinatory art that will provide insights for you to reach your destinations. But then comes another question. Uh, is tarot for everyone? In theory, yes. And in theory, everyone can play it, everyone can read it, because tarot understands that everyone has a destiny and needs a route. Everyone can have tarot as a friend on their journey. So it works for everyone. Now, you might think not everyone has born with a gift of reading cards or playing tarot. And I ask you, were you born with the gift of speaking English or another language? No, you acquired the ability to develop this language. You were trained before in various ways. Similarly, reading tarot, reading cards, playing cards is a skill to be earned, to be developed. For example, I have the ability to be a painter because I have sight, but painting is a skill to be developed. Some painters can see everything and develop different forms of artistic expression. So initially, it's about having hands that can hold a brush correctly. You have eyesight to distinguish things. Uh, Colors, I'm not colorblind as such, so I can perfectly see the nuances of colors. Now, give me a brush in a paint, and everything comes out the same, like beautifully. But the guy also has it. He has the skill. He practiced a lot, studied for it, and developed it. Every human being has the ability to do anything. You just have to put yourself to it, to dedicate yourself to it. Now, uh, I don't have the interest to learn painting techniques. So, what are the chances that I'll be painting well? You see, um, I could make a decent stroke, but I have a cousin who has been drawing since childhood. He's amazing, he's fantastic. He has theories here. Now, let's agree, for him to become the next Picasso, Michelangelo, Uh, he will also have to study a lot, improve his perspective, grasp the notion of strokes, and learn various techniques from different painters and artists of the time. It's not just about having the fingers to hold the brush, and everyone has the ability to look at the cards and navigate. It just takes training, interest, and knowing a methodology that brings results. Many people say, I've been trying for years and can't read cards confidently. Well, maybe you're doing it in a way that won't bring results. You need a different approach. Here's an example. I learned from a guy uh, that even if you're driving every day, actually, again, uh, if you're driving every day, if driving every day were enough to make you the next best F1 pilot, every taxi or Uber drive would be a racing champion. They drive every day, but with a different purpose and with a set of rules different from the F1 drivers. So, if you play solitary every day with a regular deck, maybe you won't get good at it. And it's not the right way. They are they are different techniques. So tarot is a card game that helps people get to their destination faster. And everyone who genuinely, who really wants to learn can be helped with tarot. It's just a matter of interest and practice. So, what is tarot? Tarot is the mastery of destiny. When you master your destiny and the path to it, you arrive wherever you want. And you are happy with whatever you want to achieve. Your destiny is to be happy. But if you say, oh, I'm tired, my destiny is to be happy, then you're not in your destiny. Your destiny is somewhere else. So, how do you understand tarot from that? It's like how whoever plays tarot is seeking a happy destiny, trying to reach their destiny, find their destiny. Now, someone who masters the art of reading tarot can master their own destiny, to be the lords of their own life, their own destiny, their own fortune. That's why I say uh, about the tarot and the Wheel of Fortune. Um, there's this cards Wheel of Fortune, and there's tarot with the silent T written on it. So that's why I told you guys before about the Wheel of Fortune. Uh, that card says about completing a cycle and fulfill the whole path, the whole wheel. Tarot is the beginning and the end. It's the beginning and the end of this world. the word is cyclical. Uh, if you think everything in life is cyclical, destiny is a cycle. When you reach a destination, you find another. It's like I want to get to such a place. I reach a goal, this destination, which we call a goal. It's a modern entrepreneur word, and then the next destination. When I reach a destination, I have to find another one, and it's a natural impulse of life. So tarot is like that. You find one destination, and life brings you another destiny. It's infinite. It's a wheel without ends, a wheel where they call the inscriptions for others. Some may call it the wheel of lives and incarnations until finding enlightenment staying in this wheel. So, the wheel of fortune or the wheel of destiny, because the fortune is this tarot wheel of fortune, is not about money, it's about the chest of happiness here, and we are talking about fortune of life. In other words, the wheel of goals, the wheel of life objectives, the wheel of your dreams, the wheel of what you wish to achieve. However, of course, let me tell you, I want to go from here to the beach, and in the middle there's traffic. A traffic light closes. There's an intersection with all kinds of problems. Rain between me, or between you, between unforeseen events, and other variety of things that will make this wheel shake. So, if I want the wheel, actually, if I say the wheel was supposed to be like it, like this, turning around, but in reality, it's like, you know, that playground toy, that thing with the paper above, but what's the name of it? Anyway, it makes no sense. So the wheel is like this. I remember the wheel of quad, a quadrille dance. Look at the snake, um, like a Mexican hat, you know. Everyone has been on it. I can't deal with these things because doesn't matter. Uh, the wheel of fortune, you have to be careful. It's a wheel of fortune. If you struggle to carry cards, think about your friends on the other side shouting with you actually. Uh, if you say, I read tarot, I read the cards, but I'm not happy, so you need to read more. Let go. I didn't read cards and I'm not happy. It would be good for you to start reading or to go to a reader. I'll give you an example. on uh, how how not being happy today. Like my day is really difficult. Everything is going wrong. Uh, let's say if I turn to my cards instead of asking why is this like this? Why is this day so unhappy? Why is everything going wrong? Why do I feel like this? I should ask another question like, I'm so unhappy. I want to know, cards, how to make my day better. How can I end my day smiling? And for example, you get the Ace of Pentacles. The card tells you that you need to talk about talent of yours. And I can say, hey, I really like teaching people. I'm a good teacher. And it says that I need to do it. So today, even for a minute, I'll be teaching. Uh, and it will make my day better, for example. So, what is tarot? What is the purpose? And then, well, I'll use it and I will decide to teach in this day, even if it's for a minute, for an hour, like today. Uh, so I will end my day better because I did something I'm good at. I planted a seed in the middle of the day. This is playing tarot and reading cards. I have a destination to read. I draw a card asking something, a strategic question, um, and I get there faster. If this isn't the right path, and if this doesn't lead me to the right path, I need to be mastering the card reading and the tarot. I think that's it, you know? So let's see the inside. Uh, tarot is a way to helping people to find the faster way on their destiny to be happier. I'd like to know what insights did you had. If I said too much, if I looked a little bit lost at some point, sorry. I'll be getting better, I promise. Um, my name is Igor. I'm a card reader. I work with it full time, and my idea here is to make you a card reader with confidence. Um if this helped you, uh, like, subscribe, and be here. Comment with insights, and thanks a lot.